Okay, here we are, getting ready to take this motherfucker out. To prove the randomness of NPC AI, he turns around and then turns around again. So he gets a chokehold for his unpredictable nature. And usually the other guy will be walking around in this area, but I think... yeah, he's over here lighting up a cigarette, so I just go ahead and put a chokehold on him too. On both floors, the first guy's really easy to take down, and the second guy's a pain in the ass. So usually it's recommended to just put a sleep dart on him. And make sure you take money. Grab that painting. And then head up to the second floor.
Come on, Stu. One more try. They wouldn't have such a strong door unless they kept some interesting things.
And then hide under this table, which... how people don't see you when you're under the table like that is beyond me, but... I'm glad it works that way. It doesn't make any sense, but it works to my advantage, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. I'm just being a dick.
Why do people care?
Now, you definitely want to save. Usually he'll walk over to this part and then sort of kick at the floor a bit first, but once he starts walking over to the fireplace, you definitely want to save, because the second guy will just randomly spot you as you do this. It happened to me a few times, which is why I shot him with a sleep dart right then. And I'm bothering to hide that guy, even though it doesn't really serve any purpose, but it's not a bad habit to have. Grab that painting there. Take his ducats. I don't really think there's anything worthwhile in here. And then open the safe. Combination is 879. So there's another painting in there. Some Pierrot drinks. Fucking glass. Smash! And then an urn. And a rune. And a piece of paper. And then back out here, and make sure you crouch before you head out. Because sometimes if you head out on that balcony standing up, one of the guards down below on the street will take note of you. And you will have to reload an earlier save. So I'm just going to go ahead and blink to that light post.
Gunwale citizens, a mandatory whale oil ration is now in effect.
And realize I can't exactly get across the street that way, so I blink down here, and then, not as quickly as I like, get out of the street. And you can approach this guy from the side, and he tends to not notice you. If he does, you've got the auto save from when you stepped out on the balcony. So you can just reload that. Choke this guy out. Now, an interesting thing happens when I go in here. Actually, two interesting things happen. For starters, I get detected while I'm hiding under a table. I guess I was sticking a bit too far out from it. And since I didn't save, like I was waiting for him to walk by me before I saved, I reloaded the autosave from when I went back in, and it produces a rather interesting result, which I don't know if this can be replicated, but if it can, this is pretty advantageous. So I'm hiding under the table, minding my own business, just wanting to put a sleep hold on this guy. And he spots me. Like, what the fuck? I was hiding. So I load the save, and there's no one there. And also I can't crawl under the table. So I'm like, double what the fuck's right now. I put on the dark vision. Well, I first take out the heart, because that wheel kind of malfunctions sometimes. No one on the second floor. They're downstairs. So, for whatever reason, by reloading the autosave, it acted... Like, I imagine that's the spawn that you get if you enter on the ground floor, which I don't recommend. And, yeah, just made everything real easy. I didn't even have to worry about those guys. Just had to go up here and hide in the fireplace for a bit.
I know that. Do we have suspects?
Suspects? What? Suspects? We ain't gonna waste time solving who killed him. Personally, I'd buy who did it a drink.
But what are you gonna put on your report?
I'm gonna say we found one of Slackjaw's men inside, all dead and bloody, and that you are a stinking idiot.
I don't know what it is, but doing these voiceovers just seems to make me fucking sleepy. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that I'm watching gameplay footage that I did yesterday. Or actually, this might have been like 2 in the morning this morning, I don't know. So you wait for this guy to come out. And put him to sleep. And then toss his ass in the fireplace. So initially I had planned on just putting a sleep dart in this guy. I think I went and I put him in a chokehold, if I recall correctly. There he is. Because he goes out and decides to look at the cork board there for some reason. And in the off chance someone came up from downstairs, I decided to hide him. So you just got to get the that audiograph card, and if you open up this area here, you can get another rune and another Piero drink. I bet it tastes like blue raspberry. So then you can look around, find some extra shit. Really, there isn't much else you need to do in here. Actually, there's nothing else you need to do in here, but you know, it doesn't hurt to take a look around. Yeah, unless you get detected. But that goes without saying. I really don't understand why everyone in Dunwall leaves their toilets open. Like, I don't know. You can close them. I've never found anything in one of them. I mean, it does make sense that they would include that mechanic and that animation if there was no higher function to it, but maybe there is something you find in a toilet at some point. I never found anything. There's some more coins there. I think that's about it for here. And I crouch and I'm out. So now it's back to meet up with Slackjaw. So you can just head around on this vent.
Hey, wait a minute. What just occurred to me? How come it's always me who pays?
So you go back to Slackjaw and he asks you to get the safe combination, unaware that you've already ripped it off. And that gives you a handy dandy little marker for the art dealer's location inside the House of Pleasures, so, or the Golden Cat, as it were.
Slackjaw, it's me, Kraut.
I mean, he is pretty easy to find, but that just makes it even easier.
There is someone wants you dead. Wants to take over the distillery. And the whole
Really, this level is it's a walk in the park if you know what you're doing and where to go.
I wanted to be sure. What's that? Ah! No! No! Ah!
So Crowley's dead.
So you agree to his task, and you say, "Oh, gimme, gimme." And then it's to the captain's chair. And this dude just won't get the fuck out of the way, mean mugging me and shit. No, after you. Fucking douchebag. And then you can pretty much just take the same route as if you were going to Holger Square in the previous mission.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. This district is now under a mandatory whale oil ban. Compliance will be strictly enforced.
So you'll definitely want to blink onto this and pull the whale out of that, whale oil out of that, because that will make your life significantly easier. And then you can blink onto that ventilation system. And then drop down onto this awning, and that's the end of this part.